What if the first war in human history wasn't fought for power? What if it wasn't fought for glory or conquest? What if it began with something far more familiar? The need to protect a family, a place to call home, or the last reliable source of fresh water. 10,000 years ago, long before kingdoms, long before empires, before anyone wrote history, there were people. People just like us. Imagine standing beside this quiet lake at sunrise. The morning air is cool. Mist drifts slowly across the water. Birds glide silently overhead. The lake remains perfectly still. Nothing feels unusual. Nothing feels dangerous. Life follows the same rhythm it always has. Children chase one another through the tall grass. Nearby, an elderly hunter carefully sharpens the tip of a wooden spear. Not for battle, for hunting. Every movement is slow. Every cut is practiced. He has done this countless times before. Days became weeks. Weeks became seasons. Life seemed exactly the same. But nature had already begun to change. The lake quietly pulled back from the land. At first, almost no one noticed. The fishermen simply walked a little farther. The children simply played somewhere new. Life continued. Until one morning, the catch was smaller than yesterday. Perhaps it was only bad luck. The next morning, the nets came back nearly empty again. No one spoke about it. But everyone noticed. The days became warmer. The shoreline continued to retreat. The fishermen walked farther every morning. The hunters searched longer for game. Even the birds no longer gathered in the same numbers. Life was becoming more difficult. Still, they adapted. That was what humans had always done. Move, adapt, survive. For thousands of years, that had been enough. Until one quiet morning, something was different. These footprints did not belong to anyone in the camp. Someone else had been here. Perhaps they only came to drink. Perhaps they simply moved on. No one knew it yet, but history had just taken its first step. The footprints remained fresh. Someone had passed through only hours before. The people of the camp became more watchful. Not because they expected danger, but because the unknown has always demanded attention. Days later, a thin column of smoke appeared beyond the trees. Another camp. Another family. Another community. Searching for exactly the same things. Food, fresh water, safety. They were not your enemies. They were simply people. Just like you. Neither community knew the other existed. Each believed this lake could secure their future. Each hoped the next season would be kinder than the last. But the lake continued to shrink. Fish became harder to find. The animals changed their migration routes. Food became less certain. No one spoke of fear, but everyone could feel it. The following morning, someone spotted movement across the lake. Not animals. People. For a long moment, both groups simply watched each other. Neither side wanted a fight. They only wanted to survive. What happened next? No one can say with certainty. No written records survived. No eyewitnesses remained. Only silence. For thousands of years, The camps disappeared. The fires grew cold. The footprints vanished beneath the earth. Their names were forgotten. But the earth remembers. Buried beneath layers of sand, waiting for someone to uncover their story. In 2012, archaeologists began surveying the western shore of Lake Turkana in northern Kenya. Today, the landscape looks harsh and unforgiving. But 10,000 years ago, this place was filled with freshwater lagoons and abundant wildlife. It would have been an ideal place for people to live. As the survey continued, someone noticed something unusual: human bone. The team carefully cleared away the surrounding soil. Then another bone appeared. And another. Soon they realized this was far more than a single burial. Some skeletons were lying exactly where they had fallen. There were no carefully prepared graves, no stone markers, no memorials. Only the silent evidence left behind by one extraordinary moment in human history. As the excavation continued, the evidence became impossible to ignore. Many of the skeletons showed severe injuries. Some skulls had suffered powerful blows. Others still contained stone projectile points. These injuries happened around the time of death. Among the dead were not only adult men. Women were there. Children were there. One woman even appeared to have been heavily pregnant. The discovery captured the attention of scientists around the world. The site became known as Chroniq. Radiocarbon dating suggested these people lived around 10,000 years ago. Long before the pyramids. Long before written history. But what actually happened here? The evidence cannot tell us everything. Bones can reveal injuries. They cannot reveal conversations. They cannot reveal intentions. They cannot reveal fear. Some researchers believe this may represent one of the earliest known examples of intergroup warfare. Others urge caution. Science grows stronger by questioning its own conclusions. That is what makes discoveries like Chroniq so important. Not because every question has been answered, but because so many questions remain. Perhaps the origins of human conflict cannot be traced to one place or to one moment. Perhaps they began with countless ordinary decisions made by ordinary people trying to survive. The story of human conflict is also the story of human cooperation, and perhaps that is the lesson still waiting beneath the earth. Thank you for watching. This is CHRONQ.